It's election season here in Calexico, and nationwide, and there's 12 candidates running for city council, and one of those candidates is Adriana Marquez. Adriana, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, Adriana, why do you want to run for city? Why are you running for city council?
I have lived in Calexico all my life. And throughout the years, we've seen the ups and downs of our city. But just lately, in these past years, Calexico has been going downhill. You can come and walk the streets of downtown Calexico, and it seems like we have our downtown in deplorable conditions. It's not clean. People don't feel safe. And that is one of the big things that, calls people over our commerce, our downtown. It's always been very strong. And it's sad to see that we're not paying attention to that. We're letting our city fall apart. And with a lot of the issues that we've seen in the past year of how things are being dealt with in City Hall and how council members have, not worked together, that is what really prompted me to step forward and be the change that I wanted to see in Calexico.
So you mentioned downtown, and I have to ask you this impromptu question. So the current council, they've been moving to clean up Calexico downtown. Would you agree with that?
I have seen a building be cleaned up. However, cleaning one building is not gonna, it's a start, but it's not where it should be. I don't think our city should have come this far. It's very unkept. I don't understand why we didn't take steps into preventing what it ended up being. Everybody had the power to clean downtown. Everybody had the power and the opportunity to step forward, but nobody did. Why did we let it go this far? Why are we letting downtown be a place where merchants are not calling new businesses in? Why are we declining in that sense? Before, Calexico used to be a destination. We have a great opportunity. We are a border town. I have worked in retail business before, and I know working in retail, I know that where most of our revenue comes from, and it's from across the border, and we're letting that go. A lot of the businesses that's being brought into Calexico is how we make the money for the city of Calexico. So why are we not focusing on taking care of our downtown businesses? Why are we not promoting our city with our Chamber of Commerce like we have done in prior years? So to me, yes, to answer your question, I'm sorry. Yes, there has been a change in the past month to clean one building, but why did we let it go this far? Why did we not stop and say, okay, we have this problem, let's address it?
There was a recent town hall meeting to promote exactly what you're talking about. Did you attend that?
Yes, I always do. I don't physically go. A lot of the times when you're there, there's a lot of bickering and going back and forth between members there, and I don't want to be part of that. Especially right now, I want to be in the background and listening in. I have participated in certain organizations, but I don't want to be, what can I say, be confrontational with anyone or be attacked in any way.
Okay. So, and as you mentioned, that there's within the past since the new council took place, there has been a push to clean downtown Calexico and to revitalize downtown businesses. So, What would you do different than what is already taking place? Because there's already a move to bring business and revitalize downtown. So what would you do different?
Well, the only thing that I have seen is a group of merchants getting together talking about how they're going to make changes. But I feel that we need to make a bigger change with that. One of the things that I want to do is move forward and start changing the fact that we don't have a chamber of commerce. I think that's very important because that is how we showcase our city. We grab our information from our city. We display it across the state. There's many conferences that take place where other cities do that, and that's how you attract new businesses to come to Calexico. So that's one of the things that I feel we need to go back to. A lot of the activities we used to have in Calexico, like the Mariachi Festival. It was big in the valley. Big names were coming to Calexico. The Mariachi Vargas was here. I know that they partner up with other entities within the valley to help promote this, and it helped promote our city. And they were great events. So we need to bring that back.
Hmm. I'm not sure. You mentioned that there's no chamber of commerce, but I think it was just reinitiated recently. The chamber of commerce. Um, so, what are your qualifications?
My qualifications, I have worked, like I mentioned before, I
Mm-hmm.
was 15 years in retail management.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I have seen when attending the city council meetings is that a lot of people don't understand uh, the finances that are being presented to them. I don't know if whether they don't understand or they don't take the time to go over the information. Just recently, when they were talking about the water rates going up, the council members approved the funding for the discoveries that were made, the studies that were made. Yet,
Mm-hmm.
on the last meeting, in reference to the water issue,
Mm-hmm.
some of the members were not able to answer questions. Some of the members were asking questions of the presenter like they had never heard any of this before. So
Mm-hmm.
it really, you know, it's very alarming that they don't go back and actually study or pay attention to what they're asking others to do for them. So that's one thing that I find very alarming. One of the things, I mean, like I said before, I have worked in financing as well. I know what a profit and loss journal is. I know how to read financial records. So that wouldn't be something that I couldn't do, that apparently some other people have difficulties with.
So, tell us a little bit more about your finance background.
I was working for 5 years as a mortgage lending and also as a personal loan uh,
Mm-hmm.
funder. So that is my banking background as well.
Okay. So, besides revitalizing downtown, do you have any other plans, goals, or vision for the city?
Um, I do want to make sure that we have a safe city here in Calexico. I think because of the recent issues with the downtown homeless population, kind of
Mm-hmm.
taking over our downtown, I feel it is very important for us to hire uh, police officers that our citizens are well protected. I One of the things that I do want to make sure that we move forward with is to make sure that we have that connection with the citizens. I feel, and I know that I've talked about this before when I was interviewing for a position as a candidate for at City Council, is that I want to make sure that we are able to speak to the citizens and the citizens are being heard, because I think that's one of the main complaints that we had. People are not being heard. They don't feel like anybody's listening to their concerns. And one of the things that I wanted to move forward with is making sure that once a month, at least once a month, we have a grassroots movement where we go out to the neighborhoods of Calexico and meet with the citizens and hear their concerns. I know you can go to City Hall and they give you 3 minutes to express what you need to say, but sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes there's different things that come up, and you want to be able to come to your representatives and talk to them openly. A lot of the times, representatives are not accessible. So I want to make sure that we have that connections with the citizens. I want to make sure that we are also funding parks and recs, not only for our youth, but also for our senior citizens. Very important. I mean, we live in the desert. We have to have those programs available to them as well.
Adriana Marquez, before we wrap this interview up, is there any last words that you would like to leave for the Calexico community, and let them know why they should vote for you?
One of the things that I really want to push is to make sure everybody is registered to vote, because we won't be able to make a change for Calexico if we are not registered to vote. So that's the first thing I want to get out there. Register to vote to make a change, to have to elect the people that you want in charge and to hold them accountable. And please get to go to adrianamarquez.org and find out what I'm about. And hopefully I'll have your support on November 5th.
Adriana Marquez, candidate for Calexico City Council 2024. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.